Hey, how y'all doing? Yeah, I've been gone for a minute. Uh, hey, listen. Have you ever seen somebody in your life that you just thought good thoughts about them? They was a real nice person, but they did one thing. You saw them do one thing, and it changed your whole outlook and opinion on them. So we're gonna say this one. Call this one. I never looked at her the same way again in my life. So this lady. Cup still got it. Don't forget it. Anyway, so this lady was in our church, right? And it was a Sunday afternoon. And for some reason, she was over at our house, right? And so, um, at the time, one of my father's brothers, my uncle, he pulls up to the house and he drove a truck for a chicken company, big chicken company. And they used to put these chickens, live chickens, in these crates, right? So they would always put on some extra chicken. Not a big deal. He came out of the house and called my pop. Pop went outside and said, "Hey, you want this case of chicken?" He said, "You can have them right now, whatever, whatever." So my pop said, "Yeah." He said, "Give me a minute. Send them over here behind the back of the house, and I'll go get my stuff." So my pop was going in the house to go change his clothes, put on some work clothes, and probably go out there and get a hatchet, and because we had to do the chickens up. So this lady was out there, and she heard the conversation. She said, "Don't worry about it, sir. I got him." And I'm like, what does she mean? So she went around the back of the house, and I'm watching her, and she reached in with her Sunday clothes on. She done this now. She reached in that crate, opened it, and grabbed one of them chickens, and had him in the hand in her hand like this, and she just popped, and the chicken neck popped right off after twisting it. I mean, I was like, to me at that time, it was very incredible. She was so good that they could have named one of the characters out. Remember the video game Mortal Kombat? The finishing move? That should have been a finishing move. And that chicken running around there with his head cut off, that's where you get that saying, running around here like a chicken with his head cut off. That's how that comes about. And she reached in there, did it again. Pop. Same accuracy, same style. Just like pop. And that chicken neck. Now you got two chickens running around in the yard, right? And I'm like, where's my pop? He need to get out there and see this. She reached in there, got another one. Pop. And she do it just right, and a little bit of blood was splattered, but she knew how to do it so the blood would never get on her clothes. So finally my pop come outside, and there's about three chickens, two of them laying in the ground just flapping around, the other one still running around. And he said, "Oh, you almost done." I think it was like 8 in a box or something like that, 8 in a case. She was almost done. And after that, I looked at that woman with a different whole type of admiration. I was always respectable. But when I saw her and she said something to me, it was make sure I said, "Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am." And plus, she made some of the greatest crab balls I ever tasted in my life. Anyway, that's another story. But, man, I had to look at her totally different because I was afraid as a kid. I said, this woman could grab me by my head and spin me around and pop my neck right off. Because, see, back then, anybody in church or anywhere could correct you wherever you was, and your parents wouldn't say nothing. So I kind of was a little bit afraid of her after then. You know how you go when you're a young person, and somebody reach for you, you done something, you kind of flinch like that. That's what I ended up doing every time I saw this woman. She's like, "Hey, you want a fan?" And she reached for me a fan, and I'm flinching because I'm thinking she gonna grab me by my neck. Hey, true story. I don't know if anybody around still know how to do that. That was an acquired skill. She just reach in there, grab that chicken, and pop the neck off. Hey, kids, don't be afraid of that unless you're in the country.